Hi, Kristel here from the Dally Diaries. I'm so glad you're here because today we are going to be taking a look at the Nude by Nature Flawless Pressed Powder Foundation. So I think this is a newer one from Nude by Nature. I also have with me the old pressed powder in medium. It's the pressed mineral cover. So we'll take a little look at color comparisons between these guys. And I have the loose natural mineral cover radiant loose powder foundation, which I have in medium as well. And I actually really love this foundation. So I'm excited to try the new foundation out today. If that sounds of interest to you, then you're in the right place. So stay right there and we will dive in. I will say the color range of this new foundation is a bit wickety whack, but I'll get to more of that. All right, so already on my face, I have got a vitamin C serum on from Antipodes, which is one of my favorite skincare companies. I have been using their serums for at least a decade now, and it's a company from New Zealand, and they do a lot of beautiful organic skincare. Sorry, I think that was a bit blurry then. But yeah, so I've got that one on already, the Glow Vitamin C Serum, and I also have on like the last remnants of my Airy Day Golden Glow Dream Screen SPF 50. Please ignore how bad my hair is today. I really need to wash my hair, but I just haven't had a chance yet. I've been at uni this week, and in case I haven't mentioned it yet, I bloody love uni. I'm so happy to be there. It's so exciting. All right, so here is the foundation. This is what the compact looks like, and I actually sent an email to Nude by Nature, I reckon like 2 or 3 years ago, and was like, I would really love you guys to bring out a pressed powder that has an applicator sponge in it, because this one, their old one, didn't come with any kind of applicator, and I don't want to have to carry a brush around in my handbag to touch up. So I'm sure I'm not the only person that requested that, or maybe I am and they just listened to me. In that case, you're all welcome. No, but this one is really cool. I really like the packaging for this, so it's definitely an improvement. This has a nice little clicky thing to open it up, and you've got your mirror in there, and of course you do have your applicator. Now, just look at this color. This is W1 Light, so it's warm light. But this is the lightest color that they currently have in this range. I can only hope there are more colors coming, because this is not a light color. This is almost too dark for me, and I'm in my summer skin right now, and I am by no means the fairest of the fair. I'm generally like a light medium in summer. So yeah, I really hope they're going to do something about that. Let's just pop it on and then we'll do some comparisons with the other foundations that I have. So I'm going to actually use the Nude by Nature. Please ignore the dots of foundation on this brush. But yes, this is a Nude by Nature applicator brush. They're really nice, and that's what I'm using. Oh, little kabuki. So you get a lot of product by giving it a swirl. So then I like to just go back in and either tap it off on my hand or use the rim of the product to disperse some of it. What I will do actually is I will zoom you in. Now also, I should probably tell you that I just turned 43. I have got pretty normal skin, but if anything, slightly oily, especially through my T-zone. So things tend to slide off. And it is summer here. Well, no, it's not. It's not summer here anymore, but it's still amazing. The weather is so good right now. It's like 39, 38. I couldn't be happier. So yeah, that is why I wanted to try the more matte powder, because for summer, like the other one is just sliding off my skin. In winter, it's fabulous, but at the moment I'm just, yeah. And I'm not wearing any primer, so I'm just gonna go straight in with the product. Let's do this. Now, I can say that I have actually tried this foundation a couple of days now. I wore it to uni the other day, and there was no air conditioning in that class, and my powder stayed on pretty well. I did get shiny, but that's to be expected through the T-zone. I wasn't even wearing a primer, and I was really quite impressed with how well it stayed on. And also, even though it looked shiny through the T-zone, it actually still looked nice. It didn't look broken up and separated. So yeah, I just like take it and swirl it around and around. Get in there into the forehead. But yeah, this color range is absolutely ludicrous. I really hope they're going to do something about that. I have a girlfriend who is much fairer than me, and this is just absolutely unworkable for her. And considering it is the lightest color in the line, that's kind of crazy. I like to bring it down the neck as well. I like to cover my ears. That's one of the things that we were taught at makeup school as well, is like, you know, especially when you're doing brides and things like that, and they're gonna have wedding photography done. If you put foundation on their face, but then you don't do anything to blend it over their ears, a lot of the time, you know, natural redness happens in people's ears. So you get the photos back and they're like, oh, beautiful, red. So I just automatically always blend things onto my ears. Okay, so that's how that is looking. I think it's looking very smooth, considering it is a matte powder. But that's also why I like to use a nice brightening serum underneath, because I don't like things too matte on my skin, but I do want them to stay on. But yeah, so I'm not using a primer today. Could definitely use a primer through my T-zone, which would obviously prolong the foundation. But as I said, I was really impressed with it just on its own. So I do have, you know, I've got some pores, bigger pores through here, but I'm definitely not hating how it looks. Skin is skin, right? Like, I'm never striving for perfection, because I just think that's unattainable. But also I'm a big believer in imperfectness being perfect. Like it's the things like that, you know, pores and little things that we have that are unique. Not that pores are unique, but you know, like little moles, little freckles, all that kind of stuff. It's what makes us human. And I think that's what makes us beautiful too. Okay, so that's how it's looking on my skin. I like it. I think it looks nice. And you can build it up. I might just take this little sponge that comes in the compact. And I'm just gonna press that into the nose area for a tad more coverage. And on the chin. I've been thinking about trying the reformulated Makeup Forever powder foundation as well, but that's pretty expensive. This one, I think full price is around 45-ish Australian dollars, but they have sales all the time, and they have excellent sales. So I bought this at 40% off, and it's just it's a bit of a steal, really. All right, let's zoom you out now that you've seen what this looks like. I like it. I don't have any Botox or anything in my forehead, so I have wrinkles, but I feel like this sits quite nicely. I'm not worried about anything. I think it looks nice. Okay, I'll zoom you out. I'm just gonna pop some of my Hindash Peak Heat Gradient Highlighter / for me, bronzer on. Just add a little bit of dimension into my skin, and then we'll do some swatch comparisons. Alrighty, I'm back and I have a full face of makeup on. I don't have any highlighter on though. I just have my Hindash on, which is kind of a highlighter in itself, but I'm actually obsessed with this. I just think it's so beautiful. I've been wearing it so much and it looks so nice over the top of the Nude By Nature powder. If you like this makeup look as well, I have a video putting this together. I'm not sure which one's going up first, so but just look for it. It's Natasha Denona I've got going on here, and some new Tarte stuff. Okay, let's get I'm really curious to do this, the comparison of the colors. So this is the one I have on my face today. This is the light shade. in the Flawless Pressed Powder Foundation. So to swatch that, it's really not light, let's be honest. Okay, so it's a little bit hard to see probably, but you've got the light shade here. And then I might need to turn the lights down actually. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is the light shade, the new one. And then I want to compare that. I'm very curious to, all right, so this is the old formula. This is the Pressed Mineral Cover in medium. Let's hold them up next to each other because I just think this is, this is crazy. Okay, so this is these ones next to each other. This is the light and this is the medium. I know it's a new formulation. Anyway, let's compare on the hand. So this is the medium in the old formula, definitely less warm toned. It's hard to say, but I feel like the depth is basically the same. So I feel like the new light shade is on par with the medium old shade, but obviously the old shade is much cooler toned, what's more neutral. And this one is very, very warm. I mean, it does say it's warm, so that's, you know, to be fair, it's not lying. Now let's look at my other foundation, which is the one I love to wear in winter, which is my Nude By Nature Natural Mineral Cover Radiant Loose Powder Foundation. This is a favorite of Wayne Goss's as well. I love that he loves this little Aussie battler. It's such a beautiful product. I feel like it's very underrated. So this one comes in this format and it does come with a little puff, which I've put somewhere. Now let's just compare these ones next to each other. So this shade is N4, so it's neutral medium. This is mental. All right, so that is what the N4 looks like. How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre. Wowzers, check this out. This is nuts. Okay, so this is the medium in the loose foundation and this is the light in the pressed foundation. What is going on, Nude By Nature? I am a Nude By Nature fan. I love Nude By Nature. I love their products. I love their lipsticks, their lip glosses. There's not much I don't like from Nude By Nature. And I have to say, I'm actually really enjoying this foundation as well. What I'm not enjoying is the color. The color is just befuddling me. I don't understand what's going on. And having just seen what I suspected was gonna be the case actually so blatantly in front of me, can someone please explain? I don't get it. I'm hoping that there is more of a colorway coming, but if this is light, then I'm very, very pale. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope this was useful to you. I will be back with you again very soon. Please, in the meantime, I'd love for you to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. What do you think about the color situation? And just take care of yourself and others. I feel like humanity is lacking its humanity at the moment. So let's try and be kind to one another and fight for what's right. Okay, have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Back with you soon. Bye-bye.